Okay, here I'm gonna show you my my knife sharpening instrument here. This is a big wheel. This is a diamond grit wheel here, and this is wax that goes on. It just gets applied like so. You apply it all the way around. It's already got an application, so it's basically just showing you. And you got to be careful with it. It's a knife sharpener that can take your knife down pretty quick if you're not careful. So you wind her down on an angle like this. Remember, this is diamond grit. Get your angle that you want. Once you get her to where you want it, now this next, the second wheel is a buffer. And when you sharpen with that diamond grit, you're getting a very fine edge on it. And this buffer wheel is just for getting that burr off. Now I can shave with it if I want. And after that you just do a very light steel work, and you won't have to sharpen it for a long time. Now a little buff. Sharp like steel. Shave the hair right off my arm. Cool. Anyways, these wheels just get hooked up to a regular 6-inch belt or bench grinder. So the diamond grit in your buffer, and after that, just real light on the steel. Using the steel, you never use a lot of pressure. Cool. We're good to go. Now we'll skin that coyote and get her on the board. All right. Hey guys, just going to show you a quick thing on getting your tool sharp. Now, this is my ice chisel. You see, I've hit a couple of the trap springs. You can see it's I'm going to zoom in there. You can see that it's dented in there. Anyways, there you can see that. Now, you know, I'm going to do my axe and my brush axe too. You got a file here. You know, there's several different kinds of files. This is an actual, it's called an axe file. You've got a one cutting edge here. You can see on the end where you can just see the lines one way. Now on the other end you've got a double cutting. You see how the lines crisscross? So that one there just cuts a lot faster, but it doesn't do as good a finishing job. And so for the most part, you know, I usually do this on a vise, but I haven't transferred my vise from the big shed over to here yet. So anyways, when you're filing any object like this, it's always from the sharp edge in, okay? Now, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but you can really feel it when you're using the double-edged part of the file. I'll see if you can hear the difference. Yeah, you see, like, it's a pretty delicate thing, but I can hear the difference and really feel it when you're cutting with the single edge. And when you're filing, your cutting grooves will get filled up with metal filing. So if you just do that every once in a while, it'll clear. Same with a chainsaw file. Just give it a tap. It'll clear the filings out. And it's no different than your steel for sharpening your knives. Every once in a while you'll wash that with warm water. Almost every time I do it, I'll wipe the steel on my pants just to clean the stuff out of there. It just does a better job then. But you're going to want to you sharpen it from this side. But you're going to have burrs over here, especially when you've got it indented. Now you're just going to want to flatten that out. You don't put an angle on it like this, because that's just going to mess up your chipping. So you just file it flat so that burr goes away. Then get her back and file her down at whatever angle you're using. This one here is a little better than 45. Well, it's a little less. It's about a 30-degree edge I've got on this. And I just touch it up quite regular. The other big thing, when you're sharpening your tools, bring them in your shed, get them warm. Warm steel cuts files a lot easier than cold steel. So, just to make it easier on yourself, bring them in, warm them up beside the stove. And like I said, this doesn't need to be razor sharp, it just needs to be not really dull. And it's, you know, there's still a couple little gouges there, but the rest of the edge is quite sharp. So that's good enough for that. Now your axe. And my axe, I don't like it in a vise up and down. That's too easy to slide down and slice yourself open. I put it on here. And just work it until it's got your edge sharp again. I noticed mine was really dull the other day when I had to cut that tree out of the way. I don't know if you watched that video. I think it was day 41. But I had a big spruce tree across the trail, and it was sort of like cutting wood with a soup spoon. Well, not quite that bad, but it was dull. Now a sharp axe, you know, obviously will save you a lot of work. And a sharp axe will cause less problems for yourself, because a dull axe you have to force so hard to get anything done with it that's where you end up swinging too hard and possibly cutting yourself. Some guys like to get their axe feathered down, right down to, but that's not a working axe. That's something that you're going to want to keep in a protective sheath, and because those blades will get so damaged. That's not a good axe for trapping. That axe touches anything pretty much and it's going to be chips out of it. So I don't keep it flared down quite like those guys. Now this is a brush axe. This is, you probably see me on the videos, if actually I don't even know, because it's hard for me to use this thing and film at the same time, and I'm never in the bush with somebody else. But this is what I use for brushing out all my trails. This will take down, you know, anywhere up to a 2-inch tree in one swipe. No weight to it, but high speed swinging. And it takes branches off trees like no problem. You don't have to worry about the axe going through the tree and coming down and taking your leg. This is just the most useful tool for a trapper that does any kind of trail grooming. It goes everywhere with me. I actually own 2 of them. You can get them at the FHA trap sales department. You know, I carry this with me as I'm walking on the trails in the fall, and I just, as I'm walking, I'm just brushing it. You know, you just keep your trails cleared out that way. And this thing is razor sharp when you get it. The new blades are nice. The old ones used to have, this was, the backside was dull. Now you've got double life on these. When this one gets really dull, you can just pop this off. It comes off quite easily. Put it in a vise, or you just pressure down. Anyways, it takes a little bit of work if you're not in a vise, but and you just flip the blade around, put it back on. And I'm doing this with the single cutting edge on the axe file. Now, like I said, there's other files. You can use a, you know, there's files called bastards. There's a mill bastard, a flat bastard. They're not really made for this. This is an axe file. It's made to sharpen tools like this. But if that's what you have, if you only got, you know, mill bastard files at your place, then use them. They will work. They just don't cut as good as these. Like that thing you could shave with this. It's so sharp. Anyways, I just thought while I was sharpening my tools, I thought I'd just show you that. Alrighty. Axe file. Get one. Bye bye.